This video was shot Sunday in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, showing some of the destruction in the downtown area. You can see the bricks, other debris here. This is the intersection of 3rd Avenue and 3rd Street in downtown. Just bricks missing from the road, bricks on the roadway, different businesses here. When we go around the corner, you'll see the Paramount Theater. There with the marquee. The water was up just below the marquee. There's lots of plastic, there's lots of glass, there's still some stagnant floodwaters in certain areas. There's one of the sculptures from another part of downtown. Now we're looking a little bit closer at the Paramount, down 3rd Avenue toward the bridge. There's still some water down by the bridges down on 1st and 2nd Streets. The Higley building is here. This is on 3rd Street. A broken window there, doors propped open, I imagine, to let some air into these flooded buildings. Benches are everywhere. People walking around inspecting their businesses on Sunday. This is Town Center, Mr. Bean's Coffee Shop, Shive Hattery, various office buildings and so forth. You can see the mud and the soot caked on the sidewalk. This is kind of a closer up view of this. Where it's wet, it's just very slick. Where it's not wet, it's just very nasty. You can see some footprints where somebody has walked down this area. This is actually looking inside Mr. Bean's Coffee Shop at the destruction there. You can see the water line up on the walls here with the damage on the walls. Things thrown through the windows. The table hanging out there. A little bit further down the street, we found a tree that's home to a lot more than birds. There's glass at the bottom. There's debris over by the Cedar Rapids Transportation Building. The water has receded from the building itself, but it's still evident on the roadway there beside the building. And look down toward the river there. Just a closer up view of some of the debris that's under that sculpture there behind the transportation building. There's a tree that's been pulled out by its roots. And we're picking inside of a door to the parking garage that's right behind the transportation building. You can see the water line on the elevator doors there. And the floor in this place is just a thick coating of mud, soot, and God knows what else. Just extremely nasty. I didn't go into any of these buildings, so just to show you, this is the door that I had the camera sticking through. This is the playground right there beside the door. The debris is all over the fence. There's office chairs within the playground. It's just unbelievable. You can see the fence has been damaged. That's some type of bracketing for a sports bar or something. I don't think it belongs there. There's baskets, bricks, sandbags, plastic. Just the tip of the Cedar Rapids Library up there. This is walking further around the building. Someone's opened a garage, I'm sure, to let it air out. There's water all inside there. Another overturned dumpster. Quite a few of those in downtown. Another peek at the Cedar Rapids Library. Crews haven't been able to get into that facility yet to assess the damage, but they know it's going to be severe. There's the Intermec building. They haven't been able to enter that one either, as far as I know. You can see the water has come out into the street, so it's not in the library anymore. This is a look at some of the office suites across from the library, and you can see on that middle window the water line. And here is in front of the library. You can see the debris on the grassy area, the Great America building in the background. Come around here and we'll just get a peek at the IMAX and the science station, but we'll come back to that. Here's a closer look at the debris in front of the library. I'm not sure what this X is coming up. I think it's one of those decorative planes that were in downtown, but I can't get close enough to tell. Riverview condominiums had damage. The doors are broken. Another overturned dumpster. There's definitely one of those decorative airplanes. The Great America Building again. This is looking down First Street Southeast. The IMAX, the Science Station, the Muddy Waters Tavern, which is pretty aptly named. You can see the broken fence there in front of the transportation building. This is actually peeking into a broken window of the bus station. You can see the big globe back there kind of behind the staircase. I'll show you where that goes in a moment. This actually looks much worse in person than it does on this film. It's just disgusting. That area down at the back there, that circle fenced-in area, that's where that globe had set prior to the flood. This is the Hawk Building, and looking down toward the courthouse, the Linn County Courthouse. Here's a closer view of that. And you can see how fast this current was running through downtown. Just bent this sign over. Of course, more bricks and debris. I believe this is looking down 4th Avenue toward Mercy Medical Center, down that direction. Bricks in the middle of the road. Here's an example of debris. Broken glass, plastic, wood, bricks. All of this can be found at different areas. An overturned trash can, those are pretty common. More debris hung up on the stuff coming out of the parking garage. This car was actually submerged for the duration of the flood. It's just covered in soot. It's got a piece of wood sticking out of its back tire. And of course, there's lots of debris to show you. More debris there on a street corner. This is going to be 3rd Street Southeast, kind of just behind the 5th Avenue parking ramp in there. This is 2nd Street Southeast, which, from what I could see, is one of the hardest hit areas of downtown. The destruction here is just phenomenal. Things have been moved, huge sculptures, and I think I have video of one that weighs several tons have just, that's it right there, several tons has been pushed a full city block. This is actually peeking inside the Legends Tavern there on 2nd Street, and you can see it's just destroyed. I mean, there's no other word for it. This is a eatery that sits next to the tavern. Looked like someone maybe had pushed out this window to allow air into the building. This is a clothing shop that's right there as well, and you can see the water line on the clothes that are up on the wall. And this is a view of the Federal Building. I'm standing over basically by Alliant Tower at the corner of 2nd Avenue and 1st Street. There's the 1st Street parking ramp, another overturned trash can, I believe. And turning around here, that's a very nice security guard that warned me not to slip in the mud and muck. These are just blown out windows, and those are actually mini blinds. We're looking down 2nd Street Southeast again, I believe, at the damage there. This is down by the Blue Strawberry. There are crews down there. They were pumping water out on Sunday, trying to get some of the water out. This is 3rd Street Southeast. That was looking down toward the Five Seasons Center. Here's the Whitworth Senior Center. And the crews are working, but there's just simply a lot of work to be done to repair this devastation. If you want more video and photo coverage of the floods, visit iowaindependent.com or my personal blog at essentialestrogen.com.